Welcome back to Nighthawk Gaming. Today we are having a look at the June 2023 releases onto the PlayStation Plus gaming catalogue, and we do have a bunch to go through, so let's jump straight into it. We'll have a look at the classics first. Released on June 22, this newest update. We'll jump into the games there, and if we sort by instead of A to Z, we can do by recently added to PS Plus, and we can see that the newest ones are in there. Herc's Adventure, which is a PS1 a game, not a, I believe it's a PS1 game. And we've got Killzone Liberation, which was a PS Vita game, a spin-off of the Killzone franchise. And one of my all-time favourites, I think, Worms, the party, one of the original party games, I guess you'd call it, from back in the late 90s. Was released on the PS, well, it was released pretty much everywhere, but originally released as a PC game. And if we jump back and go into the games catalogue there, and we can see there some of the newest ones and some of the ones that are going to pique my interest out of this list, as we can run through them quickly. But some of the ones, as I said, that are top of mind for me, you can already see it's in the library there. I'm keen to play it, and make sure you stay tuned to the channel for a bit of a Let's Play. Rogue Legacy 2, I should say, which jumped as a follow-up to Rogue Legacy. As the name suggests, it is a rogue-like game. Every time you die, you basically get reincarnated, or you start the game again as an ancestor of the previous playthrough who did die, and you can add different upgrades as you're sort of progressing along through there. But Rogue Legacy 2 did release in 2013 was the original Rogue Legacy, and then Rogue Legacy 2 was released on April 22 for Windows, Xbox One, the Series X and S, as well as Nintendo into November of that year, and released onto the PlayStation 4 just a couple of days ago on June 20th, and straight on to the PS Plus catalogue. So that's certainly one I'll be jumping into. Another couple to look at there: TMNT, Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. That was released last year onto most of the consoles. It was on Xbox One on June 16. It did originally come to the Game Pass option there onto PlayStation 5 on November 15, 2022. And it's a bit of harken back to the old beat 'em up style arcade games from the 90s. An excellent game. I've played it on both the Xbox and the PlayStation. Thoroughly recommend that one if you have any interest in the Turtles whatsoever, or even if you don't, the old arcade style games that you've got here. A couple of the others there: Lonely Mountains Downhill, which was not a bad game that to play through. 100 Days, haven't had a look at that one, nor have I had a look at Inscription. Peppa Pig, for, well, I can say with a fair degree of certainty that I won't be jumping into that one, but certainly an option for the kids, as there's a couple of the other games coming up there as well. Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York, I should say, is a bit of a spin-off of the Vampire Masquerade game. More of a narrative-driven type thing there. You've got Paw Patrol, Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay, another one for the kids there. Forager, which I don't believe I've had the chance to jump into that one. I had In Time, which was a fantastic little 3D platformer there. Certainly worth your time in there if platformers are your go. Solstice, I haven't really had a look into. Super Pets DC League of Super Pets, another one for the kids there. So pretty good month there for any of the junior game players out there. We've got Killing Floor 2, Elix 2, which I have heard some good things about, haven't jumped into that one. And then you've got the PS4 version of Shredder's Revenge there. You've also got Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which was a bit controversial when it was released. I think there was some DLC that sort of rounded out the story, but it never actually got released, so the story was never actually finished. So play that one with that warning in mind. We've got Readout 2. Don't know much about that one either. Tacoma, The Talos Principle, Deluxe Edition, which the sequel for just got released. Sorry, not released, but announced not long ago during the Summer Games Fest activities. We've got Kato. Another one there that has piqued my interest is Dodgeball Academia, which is described as a sports RPG. Sort of in the mould of Golf Story, I think, from what I've seen, but certainly a little bit of interest into that one there, and that was released initially on the 5th of August 2021, so a bit of a wide variety there. And Far Cry 6, obviously the long-running Ubisoft series that was originally released onto most of the major platforms in October of 2021, so coming up to 2 years old on that one there, but certainly if you've played any of the previous Far Cry games, you'll know what to expect there in terms of that. MX vs ATV Legends, Wild Hearts Thief, which is a bit of a throwback, was an early PS4 game as well. You've got Solstice there rounding us out, but certainly my pick of the bunch, as I've mentioned there, Dodgeball Academia would be one that piques my interest just because of the style of game that it is, and the other two which we mentioned right off the top would be Shredder's Revenge and Rogue Legacy 2. And as I mentioned as well, make sure that you stay tuned to the channel, because we will certainly be doing a bit of a playthrough of Rogue Legacy 2 and get our impressions on that. I love the first game and cannot wait to jump into this and see what improvements that they have made on the original. So that's the updates for June 2023 on to the PS Plus platforms there. And just a reminder as well that you've got two tiers to get those games. You've got your Essential, which is the previous version of PS Plus, which has your monthly games. You then need to get into the Extra and Deluxe editions to get your classics and you access to the game catalogue. And while we're there, we might just have a quick look into the Ubisoft Plus category as well. I'm not sure what extra ones that they've got on there on top of Far Cry that we've already spoken about, but we can have a quick look there, and nothing else new in there. So Watch Dogs Legion was a release from last month. So that is it. Jump into the comments and let us know what you're looking forward to playing, and certainly jump in and like and subscribe to the channel as we are starting out and trying to grow an audience here. But for now, that'll do us for Nighthawk Gaming and the PS Plus updates for June 2023. Thanks for watching.